worried that AI is going to come for our jobs. However, for us, specifically in this user experience space, it's not going to come in a way that I don't think many people are anticipating or expecting.
Yes, it is. This is 102, take one, AG Mark.
So a few weeks ago, Salesforce flew me out to Los Angeles to talk about the new update to their design system, which is the first big update in literally a decade. Okay, they're coming to get me early. We talked about design systems in general, how important they are, and then of course we had to get into what that means for AI and user interfaces that are driven by AI.
You're much better than my normal everyday hair and makeup crew. That's me. That's me.
At this point, the video that we recorded in LA has not yet been released. However, we did do a LinkedIn Live about kind of the same thing. So this is what we talked about. Where I know we want to go, and when I talk about big changes in design, I always think about it in a crawl, walk, run kind of state. So we know what our run state is for these interfaces, the ideal, coolest thing that could possibly happen. So say I go in and I have a very specific job function. Not a lot of people have it. I have these very weird edge case tasks that I personally need to do, but we're not going to make a page layout specifically just for me. That would be really silly, right? So in the future, we have these dynamic page layouts. So I go in and the AI that powers what I'm using knows, it's Steph. She's got that weird job. I know what we can do. And the AI knows the types of things that I need to do this task. And it will deliver those pieces up on the screen, like Legos fitting together on screen. So I can accomplish my task really easy without having to search for a bunch of stuff, right? That's the ideal, really cool state. But to get there, we can't just dive right in. We have to work backwards to see all of the things we need to do first to get us to that state. And when we're talking about UI, we need components or Legos on screen. They need to be adaptable to whatever size or part of the screen AI thinks it should go on. It needs to have, vertical, horizontal space, show, hide things as needed. And it has to not look janky. It has to go up there and look like it's supposed to be part of that screen. To do that, you need a really, really solid, really well thought out and built design system. So that's where we are now. We're building that insanely solid design system because the AI needs the Legos. The AI also needs the instruction book, the instruction manual that goes with them. So it knows what it can and can't do, best practices, all that accessibility stuff. It needs to know that in order to deliver a UI that just works and looks like it's natural. So that's where SLDS2 and all the documentation we have, that's where that is all coming in. And we're just at the beginning of that, and it's going to turn into something really amazing. So strong foundation, that's what we really need. That's what we're doing now. Do I really think that this is a sustainable thing, that AI is really going to, in the next 5 years, take over our jobs and push us strictly into design systems versus user experience and user journeys and stuff? No, I really don't, because this is what's going to happen. The bigger companies who have the resources of human beings to sit down and make these design systems and make the documentation for them and then develop them into something reusable for the computers to use are going to have more of a chance to have a good, strong foundation. Everybody else, so little is already put into design as it is. People are going to try and rush into this whole AI generated stuff. And either they're going to try and use their own design stuff that they have, which is not going to be a well-documented, well-built design system, and it's just going to shatter all around. It's all going to be janky. Everybody's going to hate it. It's going to be hideous and ugly. It's just not going to go the way that they think it's going to go because they haven't invested that time in that beginning part. Fun fact, I call palm trees fake trees. I don't know, palm trees aren't deciduous, are they? What kind of tree is a palm tree? It's overall not about replacing designers. It's about automating interface assembly. And that's really cool in theory until you realize there's that whole garbage in, garbage out thing. So if you don't have the visual designers establishing those rules and building blocks up front, you're just going to get shit in the end. AI can't fix bad user experiences. It just builds bad user experiences faster.
The hotel the hotel bar's under renovation. I think it's right below me.